Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Chad calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Chad talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Brissett looking deep for Hilton. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 47 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Switch.
Now Brissett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 50, check 50.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to go for a big play. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Watch out. Quick the edge. Come. 51's the mic. 59. Watch twist.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, that complete to Lamar Miller. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go, Mike. Set. 19. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, 31. Mike 51.
Watson on third down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Zach Cunningham able to record his 5th sack of the season. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Single. Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking it. Man left. Check out.
They're going to try and throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 91 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Watch a slant. Alert 3. He's coming. We got double up.
On second down now, it's Miller. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check 3.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's set. 19. Yeah, come on. Hey, pick your game up.
From the gun on third, Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. These two teams all tied after one. Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the red zone now, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Here's Johnson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Watch the twist.
Hey, 24.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Anyway, check 26, check 26. Hey, play. 51.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys have set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
I'm coming. I'm coming. And 58 is a mic.
On 1st and 10, Watson dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Switch, switch, switch.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
58, right there. Stay with your man. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Watson with a give to Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, we are
25.
From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A first down throw for Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Right here.
Here's Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here I come again. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Brissett to throw on first. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett again. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Forced out to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
The final shot before the break, Watson, and the catch made by Johnson. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Keep playing hard.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 44 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Reset. Like an egg.
45. I'm coming for you. You mine.
No. Off. Under the egg. Undercrunch.
Check four. Motion.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Kill. Slam. Hold the look. Hold. Switch. Check 9.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
45. Mike, 45.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. Wide. Get wide.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
25.
On the toss, here's Johnson.
Let's go.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First down.
Brissett now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Kill. Turn up. Jump. Watch twist. Check 31.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Short yardage, Brissett. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
You better be afraid of me.
On first down, Watson. And he's got Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Miller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Reset. 19.
Don't get nervous.
954. 959.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson eluding the pressure right.
Watson on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Slam, slam, slam. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
Go.
Here we go with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Sit down.
So they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
951.
To throw is Brissett. Ebron caught left side. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Brissett now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. They'll throw again. Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. That's it.
From the gun, Watson buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
We got to step it up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. He's crossing. He's checking crap. Shit, shit, running. Shit.
Here's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Now Brissett. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his second touchdown of the night. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. A first down carry here for Johnson. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Strong right. Strong right. 3 down. 3 down.
3 down, 3 down.
Check 37. 24. 36.
I'm going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. He finds his man Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Alert.
Check 50.
Hey, 59.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, complete. It's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Boys, 58. 58's Mike. 36. Cut. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Silver. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Kill.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Mike 58 right there.
Watch the pass.
Watch that.
124. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. 54.
Watson now to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
And that one... it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brissett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
This is it. 19.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Reset. 19.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.